is happening, guys? We're Craig and Amy, and you are watching King of Nuts.
And this week we're setting up a photo shoot for rescue dogs in Morocco in the hopes that we can get some of these poochies adopted into their forever homes.
And you could be one of those people.
The plan is to meet the rescue dogs.
Then go shopping for accessories for the shoot.
Bandanas.
Give them a bucket bath.
And then make them look fabulous and adoptable.
We'll then be selling a calendar on our website of 12 doggos who are up for adoption, and all proceeds will be donated to Morocco Animal Aid.
Believe it or not, Morocco has over 3 million stray dogs, which is just heartbreaking. Many of them live in horrible conditions. They all have to fight for food every single day. They get involved in car accidents really easily, and they need access to medical care and food and shelter and warmth and just safety. So that's where Morocco Animal Aid comes in.
Here are a few of the staff.
Hi, my name is Nada.
Hussein. Hi, how are you? My name is Abdeslam.
They are a team of volunteers rescuing and rehabilitating hundreds of street animals in and around the Agadir region of Morocco, providing 24/7 emergency support to animals in need of treatment and vet support.
They also neuter dogs and help assist in controlling the overpopulation of street animals. They vaccinate the dogs, which reduces the risk of spreading harmful and potentially fatal diseases. They know they can't save them all, but for the ones lucky enough to be rescued by these guys, their lives drastically change for the better.
And this is the crew. This is Rocky, Charlotte, Diablo, Micah,
Loki.
Now that we've all made friends, it was time to go shopping.
So we're going to need a cash machine, a supermarket and a dog stylist.
It's my time to shine. Tell me you're not going to adopt the dog after I put this on him. Bandanas. A pet treat launcher going in. We're definitely getting this.
You definitely don't need that.
Snacks.
Dogs like whiskey, don't they?
Put him back. Oh, this is for the shelter.
Next we need a fancy backdrop.
So this one, very Moroccan. Yeah, open. I feel like, you know, with the dogs. Yeah. Oh, and the silky, like when they've got their accessories on, it'll really pop. I think it'd be great.
Hi, Lawrence.
Okay, we'll take one of these.
Do you ever think you'd be shopping for a backdrop for a dog photo shoot?
I always dreamed of it.
You're loving it, isn't you? Absolutely loving it.
Open, open, open.
Come on, Trav, get involved. What have you found?
I've got a doctor's set with little glasses. I think would be really cool.
What about Spider-Man outfit?
Get the Spider-Man outfit.
Now we are on that.
You hit the jackpot. Right, I'm packing snacks. We got the accessories. Let's go see some dogs.
To the dogs! So to help us on this mission, because we're going to need some help, we got 2 new recruits. It's Chloe and James! Hey. Who's this?
We've got a little baby, we're hoping they can help. We found him in a car park.
Oh, we'll give you some help today, buddy.
As soon as we arrived, we met Lucy, one of the founders of Morocco Animal Aid.
A local couple had just brought in a kitten who was suffering with mange, and straight away we could see how much love Lucy has for these animals.
It turns out our little guy had a case of distemper, and she said that they could give him some fluids and medication to help him recover.
Morocco Animal Aid started in 2018.
They currently have over 400 dogs which they shelter, feed, and when they can, take them hiking.
It started from a need rather than a desire to start something. Sick animals, car accidents always coming to my door, and we started as a small community group. Lots of the immigrants, expatriates that were living in Morocco, we all started to help, and we started a group, and then it was just one animal after the other. It was non-stop. The phone never stopped ringing and hasn't stopped ringing ever since.
This friendly girl is named Burra. She was hit by a car which permanently damaged her leg. She had an open fracture which the team bandaged up, and she now lives with them full time.
This dog, he came in through another rescue called You Can Save Me. Aww. He was dumped on their door, no message, no nothing. He was paralysed. You Can Save Me took him to the vet assessed him, and then we picked him up, so we sort of shared the responsibility of his care. Basically, he's been blunt force trauma from an accident, which has left him paralysed, but the paralysis isn't from broken bones, it's probably from nerve damage, which can be repaired.
What is his name?
Olam.
Olam.
Can you say it in your platform? He is a major shit.
Wow, he's massive.
Yeah. Well, he came to us because he was old. He wasn't able to make the money.
Okay.
So he came to us, and now he's a big fat pig. And he does not listen to anyone.
Why would you not want to take one of these boys home? Look at this guy. He's only got one eye, but he's got twice the love.
Oh, great.
So all of these guys have got their own names and their own stories, and they're in the best hands. I love you guys, I love you. Now that we've been introduced to some of the dogs, it was time to give some of these smelly buggers a wash. First up, Poncho. Hey James, got yourself a new dog, have you, mate?
Yeah. You're my baby.
It's bath time. Poncho was in a road accident when she was a puppy and she lost her front left leg. But she's still a high energy goofball, she loves to play, she's lots of fun. She's a little bit shy, but she loves to cuddle all the time.
She's less than a year old.
This is Sia. She was one of the first babies at the IMS1 project. She was brought in from an abandoned litter, and bless her little heart, she's a survivor of the parvo virus. She's gentle and sweet and the prettiest girl around town.
So this little guy is called PM122. He doesn't have a name yet, he doesn't have a sponsor, so if you think he's cute. So this little guy was brought in, somebody found him, and when they brought him in he looked like this. So we think he had an ulcer in his eye. The guys have given him medicine and now he's looking so much better.
When they found him, they didn't have a cone small enough, so they had to make one out of cardboard to stop him from scratching his eye.
He's feisty, bossy, full of personality, and he's just had his first vaccination. So who wants to adopt him?
Now he's gonna have a bath, because you smell.
One clean puppy.
Okay, one big hug. Don't eat my hair and don't pull my trousers down. Yay! Good girl. Best day of my life, Greg. Ah, he's in my ear.
So these are all the paralysed dogs. They've got their own section. They're so sweet. Hey buddy. Hi. Hi. Look at you. This is DF85. She doesn't have a name yet, so if you want to name her, leave it in the comments. So she had distemper, so this is a tick that she had from that. But they've already got one like this, that's called Bounce, so we need a different name other than Bounce. This is Polar, and he's actually going to England. He's been adopted.
Yay!
I'm going to sponsor one of these guys, but we're not sure which one yet. Which one would you sponsor? Leave it in the comments below.
Everything helps, from the very basic liking a photo or commenting or sharing a post. You know, that gives us more engagement, it gives us more reach. And then there is fostering animals for local people. That helps us clear the shelter, it gives us more space. There's adopting, that gets animals out of the shelter and into homes, which is the end goal for every single animal that comes here. Adoption definitely is one of the biggest parts. It's the end goal for all of them, because we don't want any of them to stay. When we bring them in, we promise them that things are going to be better, but they're never going to be better here. Like, it's no life for them to spend their days with 400 other dogs. They need to get out. An enormous amount of overheads, so any sort of donation helps. We have a sponsorship program, so all of the animals that you're profiling, somebody can sponsor them and pay for their basic costs in the shelter, which covers their food basically. And this helps minimize the begging, you know, because we beg for everything.
This is Tango. He's about 3 or 4 years old. He's the brother of Phil and Frost. He was a puppy in a litter of 8 that was found stuck in a drain after their mother was hit by a car. But Mum Halo now lives in the UK. He's a sweet boy, very gentle and shy. He's also extremely loving and a little bit cautious. He loves hiking, and he also loves cuddles. The girl with the pearl necklace, that's Peppa. Peppa was abandoned in a box at a campsite and was rescued by one of the volunteers. She was bottle fed with her siblings at the shelter. She's spoilt, loves to be someone's baby, loves being wrapped up for cuddles, and just loves being around humans. She's 2 years old. She also looks like a Disney character.
I knew this was going to be a dirty job.
Look at the shape of you.
Just note that if you're going to come here, bring old clothes. I smell so bad,
Amy
Craig.
stinks. We stopped for a lunch break and I was struggling to eat my food because Amy smells so bad.
No,
Should we give you a shower now? You smelly cow.
The plan for the future is Mektub Shelter. Fanny and I have been talking about Mektub Shelter for years. And sorry.
Oh, Lutz, you're okay. It's a big step, isn't it? And
Yeah.
you've wanted this for such a long time.
Yeah.
So tell us about it. What will it be? What are you guys going to offer when it gets built?
Well, it will be a purpose-built shelter for all of our animals. It will mean our dogs have all the space they need. They're properly allocated in small groups. We have proper feeding areas. We have proper runs. We have a beautiful area for our cats who miss out all the time. We have stables for our equines, aviaries for our birds. It's over 6 acres. Yeah, it's just hitting me.
Yeah.
Really, it's coming.
Very exciting.
Yeah, we signed the contract yesterday, and we have the keys, and it means everything.
Meet Phil, brother of Tango and Frost. He's a sausage-shaped slow boy who doesn't mind much. He's shy and gentle like his brothers, also loves hiking, and he loves to be called up and comes running ready to be loved and cuddled. This is Max.
Beautiful Max. Max was abandoned and tied to a tree out the front of the shelter. He was the shelter bad boy and has now become a smooth sailor. He's happy, playful, easygoing and a pleasure to walk. He's just one cuddle away from losing his bad boy attitude and getting adopted. He's approximately 3 years old.
To give you an idea of how costly it is to run this place, here are some examples on screen. No donation is too small. We will leave the donation link below, so if you've got a couple of quid, send it to one of these guys. If you head into Morocco and have some space in your suitcase, bring these guys some equipment, leads, collars, medicine, anything is so welcome as they're in such need of all of it.
I think we've definitely had over 100 dogs adopted, and they've been sent to, we have a lot of dogs in England, a lot of dogs in Canada, America, Germany, Switzerland. We've sent a dog to Thailand. We currently have a dog who is preparing to go to Australia, which is, I think, the furthest we've ever sent a dog. The adoption process works pretty much the same for all countries except for America and Canada. So there is a 4-month preparation period which requires vaccinations, blood tests, microchips and a quarantine time which is with us. And then after all that's finished, we send the dog either by car, by plane, with a volunteer, or their owner comes to pick them up.
The handsome Boyka. Boyka's mum and siblings were abandoned and left on the street. He has a body of a small horse and the mind of a baby lamb. He's a shy, cautious, loving, gentle horse dog, and he doesn't know his own size. He loves to be with his favourite humans, and he's approximately 3 years old.
Escapee. She's such an escape artist. Every time we've come through, she's gotten out.
Cheeky.
You cheeky.
So the calendar is now live on our website.
Yay!
So all the profits that we make from the calendar are going to be donated directly to Morocco Animal Aid.
Yeah.
So we'd love it if you went over to buy one. There are 2 versions of the calendar on the website, one for the UK and the rest of the world, and one for US and Canada. So make sure you click the right one for your region. Or the other ways you can donate is directly to them. We'll leave all the links in the description.
What a day, Craig. You want to smell me? Oh my goodness. I need just to get in the shower with the whole clothes on.
It was such a lovely day though, just like hearing Lucy's story and all the guys that help out here. It's just amazing work what they're doing.
It's incredible how many times I've laughed, I've loved and I've cried today.
Yeah.
It really is an emotional roller coaster being here, but we want to promote this as much as we can because this is something we truly get behind, you know. Dogs are our favourite things on the earth and they just need some help, you know. So if you're coming to Morocco, do stop by. Honestly, you'll have the best day ever. Wear old clothes. And if you're around for a long time, why don't you volunteer? You
Yeah.
know, it would be fantastic for you, for them. It would just be a great match made in heaven.
And also, if you are interested in adopting any of the dogs that we photographed today, we'll leave all the information below. We're so excited because we've got a feeling loads of you out there will be keen. So yeah, they're super cute. Why wouldn't you, you know?
With over 400 dogs here, you can take your pick of the bunch. Go on the website, have a look at all of them. They've all got their photos up, they've all got their little backstories. It's just so humbling and heartwarming to be here, and we really hope we can help the guys out because the charity is outstanding. They do what they can with what they've got, and they're amazing. Thank you so much, guys, for having us. We've had the best day ever.
If you are new around here, make sure you press subscribe because we're going to be doing more fun videos in Morocco. We're not leaving just yet.
Yeah. And if you're not new, guys, then I hope you've taken some words of wisdom away from our videos. We always like to give a little bit of advice at the end, whether you take it or not.
What's the advice then, babes?
The advice today is go and do something kind. Go and volunteer at your local charity shop. Go and help walk a dog at your local shelter. Just do something nice for somebody, preferably a dog. And always remember to rule your own world.
1, 2, 3, bye.